My name is Engineer Adedeji Doherty. I was a former state chairman of the People's Democratic Party. I was also the chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council in 2023. And then I've also been the acting vice chairman of the Southwest Zone. I've been the organizing secretary of the Southwest Zone and also the financial secretary of the Southwest Zone. Your question, if I can go straight to your question, and I would like to first thank you for having me on your set. The issue of the 2027 election is very plain and simple, and I think there wasn't too much debate over which zone it was. It was zoned to by the zonal committee. The most important thing is that the sitting president as at now is from the south, and automatically if anyone is going to run against him, definitely that person has to be also from the south. So at the end of the day, the decision of the zonal committee to zone the presidency to the south and the national chairman to the north is, I believe, a welcomed idea. It's the correct thing to do, and I believe that this will help in achieving our goal come 2027.
So there are already been criticism within PDP as some members such as Alawipo Hashim saying zoning of the election of the elective post is against constitution of Nigeria and the presidential ticket should be about competence. What do you think about that?
Well, yes. Whoever has said that definitely has a point. It should be about competence, but at the same time, are you trying to say that if you are looking for competent presidential candidates in the north, you can't get? Or if you are looking for a competent person in the south, you can't get? So I believe it is just it's a normal thing. That's just a general statement. You have a lot of competent people all over the entire country that can run for president. You understand? So that statement, I believe, is right, is genuine, but it's a general statement. We have done that, and it is now for us to go to our different zones and go and look for competent candidates that can run for president. You understand? So I agree with that person that competency should be one of the factors in determining who should be the president. However, I believe that picking a competent person in the north or picking a competent person in the south, creates a broader, a lesser cumbersome process of getting a competent person to run during the 2027 election. So basically, I believe that that person is right, but it's a general statement. What PDP has done is the correct thing. They have zoned it to the south. That's number one. Now it is for the south to bring out their competent people to run against the sitting president.
Still on the PDP, Wike'S camp says he said some demand which must be met ahead of the National Convention. Wike'S camp wants the national chairman position to remain in North Central, Fresh Congress in Ebonyi, and Adamawa State, among others. Your own reaction to that?
Well, it's a proposal and it's a demand from the Wike'S group. So the NWC will sit on it and see if it is worth looking at. And I'm sure that if it is worth looking at, then they will look at it. Saying that they should, for me personally, requesting that it should come from the North Central or the Northeast or wherever they say it should come from is more or less micro zoning whatever the wherever they are looking at that president, that national chairman coming from. I think it is a proposal that they are putting forward. Anybody can put a proposal forward. It is now for the NWC to look at it and see if they can use that as a yardstick to take more decisions as time goes by. But definitely there are quite a number of national chairman candidates or aspirants that are already coming up. You understand? And I'm sure that the members of the People's Democratic Party know those that are competent, those that can be trusted, those that will do according to they will act according to the Constitution, those that will not usurp the jobs of the collective membership, especially the state schools and the ward schools and the zonal schools. You understand? So I am sure during the next convention, that decision would have already been made as to who from either the North Central or Northeast or wherever in the North the person is going to come from. I believe that we have a lot of competent men that can come from these zones in the North that will fit the bill of national chairman.
Another one, APC said whoever the PDP has for presidential candidate for the 2027 elections will not have the might to contend against the incumbent president Bola Tinubu. Is this true?
Well, the thing is that if people make those kind of statements, they might have some information that we don't have. However, I believe that anyone that comes up from the People's Democratic Party from the South to run against the sitting president definitely must know his rival or who he's going to have to contend with. You understand? So the sitting president has a lot going for him. He was once a senator, and he has been a governor, then a president. So whoever the PDP is going to field must know that he has to do quite a lot of work. And not only him, members have to do quite a lot of work. The strategy has to be quite intact. The determination has to be there. The veracity has to be there. The knowledge has to be there. The experience has to be there. You understand? So there are a lot of factors that whoever we are going to field in PDP come 2027 has to contend with. The sitting president is a politician. So whoever is going to contend with him has to be twice as smart.
Twice as smart.
Yes.
Now let's look at PDP here in Lagos. What would you say is the current position of PDP? At least this Lagos State governorship candidate defected already, and then what's your say the position of PDP?
Well, yes, a lot of people have called me to ask me the same question about the governorship candidate defecting back to the APC. You understand? This is a governorship candidate that was more or less handpicked by some few into the party. You understand? For different reasons, which they will probably know best. However, he has shown that he wasn't part of us. Some of us were definitely very angry at what the party did to us during that period. And I must be frank, you understand, it made us lukewarm about the entire thing. You understand? Now he has gone back to where he came from. and he has done the little damage that he could do, you understand, with the help of some certain leaders within the People's Democratic Party in Lagos State, you understand. But we have to let bygone be bygone and open a new chapter. A lot of us decided that we were not going to work with the party based on that decision. And that was why the governor, the deputy governor, said on TV, named some names, including mine, to say that we did not work with the party, or whether the party, or whether we were not with the party. Definitely, I'm saying it again, and I'm saying it for the ninth time. I am still a member of PDP, but I did not work with the governorship candidate during the 2023 election for my own personal reasons. And my personal reasons are already made public. I did not believe in him. Period. I did not believe in him. And I'm sure a lot of people that even believed in him have been disappointed at the end of the day. So, the main thing is this. What did he go with? What did he come with? He came with just a few youths. He did not come with 10,000 or 5,000 or 20,000 as they proclaimed they were coming. So his coming did not have any substance, and that means his going would not have any substance. You understand? So it is just by name, and the name of former governorship candidate is one that was subscribed to him, not one that he earned. And he knows it. He came like a thief in the night and left like a thief in the night. And you cannot in any way try to paint that in any other way. You understand? We are still members of the People's Democratic Party. Yes, we were angry. Yes, we must have thought that maybe it was time to even leave the party at that time. You understand? But definitely, things have not worked out to make us feel that we must leave. So we are still in the People's Democratic Party. And I am still in the People's Democratic Party. You understand? Whatever the governor or deputy governor had said, that Doherty was not with you, or Doherty had left you, or Doherty had left the party, that is false. I never left the People's Democratic Party for the APC. If I am going to do that, I will make it public. I don't need to hide. I'll make it public, and I'm definitely sure that the APC will take me if I decide that I want to join the APC, or when I decide I'm going to join the APC. You understand? I haven't joined the APC. I'm still giving the PDP the benefit of the doubt to convince us that they have changed in how they run the party and how they run the constitution of the party. If they change, then we will throw everything concerning that to the wayside. If they don't, then we might take some other decisions that definitely will show that a lot of us are not happy within the People's Democratic Party in Lagos State. However, going back to your question, what is the state of the party? The party is getting ready now to go for a World Congress, which is coming up next week. It's supposed to come up next week. And then the LG Congress is supposed to come after that. However, right now, there's a lot that is going on within the party. And as a leader in the party in Lagos State, I'm talking to those in the national to have a rethink on the way and manner that they want to conduct these congresses within the party in Lagos State. You understand? Now, the Congress guidelines is there. Hope they follow the guidelines. That's number one. Number two is that they need to make forms available to all and sundry, not close the door for forms in the hands of a particular governor in the zone. They have not made it open. They have not sold forms to people. And this is a party that is looking to mobilize more members into the party. This is a party that needs to build confidence in the grassroots. And the only instrument that you can use to build confidence, the only instrument that you can use to mobilize into the party active members is giving them positions at the zonal level, at the ward level, at the LGA level, and at the state level. I hope PDP will do the right thing. Right now, the NWC is sitting, and I'm sure that these are one of the things that they are going to talk about at the NWC today. So, in retrospect, I believe that the re-engineering of PDP Lagos State is work in progress. And I hope the leaders also in Lagos State are ready mentally, financially, physically to put things right this time around. I hope that they are ready to do this. If they are, I'm sure the youths are going to be able to work with them. But if they aren't, definitely the youths will not work with them. So I would leave that issue again. Let us see what is going to happen. The restructuring of PDP Lagos State is work in progress.
This is the other one I must say. Now on ADC, you have Atiku Abubakar, you have Peter Obi, Aregbesola as stronghold in the ADC. Do you see ADC as a force to contend with for the 2027 election?
Well, you know, for we politicians that have been in politics for a while and have gathered some kind of experience along the line, I believe that, yes, Atiku is affiliated with ADC, but is Obi affiliated with ADC? Not yet. Aregbesola is affiliated with ADC. What does that mean? It means that he has bought into the views and the plan and the mission and the vision of the ADC. You understand? The weight he carries is different. The weight Atiku carries is different, which is significant. Obi's weight is significant also. But I believe that all these gentlemen, Obi, Atiku, Amici, Aregbesola, you know, and the others, Tambua, definitely they come with a lot of experience, they come with a lot of aggressiveness, they come with a lot of determination and all whatnot. However, creating a party, bringing different people to the table, making their orientation turn to like-minded people. And then from there, you now build a consensus in terms of like minds and pass it on from the national body to the state, then to the wards, and then to the local government, and then down to the grassroots. it does not take 1 year or 2 years to do that. It takes quite more than that. And when that information is being disseminated to the grassroots, it comes with a lot of financial commitments. Now, yes, I see these gentlemen as weight carriers. However, which one of them is going to have the sole commitment to financially bankroll this information dissemination? What does ADC stand for? I am a politician. Yes, ADC, oh yeah. But I hear you today, I don't see you tomorrow. I hear you in 2 weeks' time. I hear you make a statement, but 3 days later, I don't hear from you again. Now, when you are bringing up a party like this, there are some certain things that must follow. And I'm not here to tell ADC what to do. But I can give 2 things that they should do, and it must be constant. If you start it and you don't continue with it because of its financial constraint, then it sends another signal which is negative to the public, to all the politicians that might have interest. I'll give you an example. Once you are creating a political party like that, you must be on top of every issue in the nation. That means statements must be coming out every day concerning everything, whether good or bad. 2, visibility must already be so much in the eyes of the grassroots. That means you're either billboards or either radio or either TV adverts or something, or vehicles. In Lagos State today, I don't think I've come across 1 or 2 vehicles with an ADC stamp on it. You understand? Vehicles. And then the structure of the ADC at the national level is there. The structure on the state level do not have the same charisma as those at the national level. Maybe after the convention, they will. You understand? But at the state level, are they reaching out? I can only see the national level reaching out to their wings at the state level. However, these are things that I believe are still missing within the ADC. So, for me, personally, I think the ADC is still work in progress. If they are going to be able to put themselves together for the 2027 election, I don't know. But definitely, the People's Democratic Party will still be a viable, standard, organized party to be with towards the 2027 election, not the ADC. I think a lot of them hastily moved into the ADC. And I don't want to be too direct, but you know, I am not too happy that Atiku that we gave the ticket to in 2023 will be at this particular point at time moving over to the ADC to run in 2027. I believe that he knows that there's a vacuum for leadership within the People's Democratic Party, and he could have filled that vacuum rather than leave, to the ADC. Even though, yes, I wish him good luck, you understand, but I believe that he should have stayed in the People's Democratic Party. The same thing goes for Obi. If he stayed in the People's Democratic Party, the opportunity has come where the presidential ticket has been zoned to the South. He would have been one of the strongest candidates for presidency from the South, on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. You understand? So moving hastily is another is a problem that most politicians have. You understand? And I believe that it is something that, yes, it is their own prerogative. Yes, it is their fundamental human right. Yes, it is what they want for themselves. But sometimes what you want for yourself is not expedient, and it's not, usually, it doesn't usually come out the right way. I have gone through a lot in PDP. I have been hit, and I've been taken to court, and I've been called names. I've been called different names, both at the national level and at state level and everything. But I have not left the party. And it's difficult for you to convince me to leave the party, except I want to. And if I want to, then definitely I must see reason. I must see reason. You understand? So I haven't seen the complete reason or the complete picture why I should leave the People's Democratic Party. So basically, I don't see ADC as a threat in 2027. I think the battle is going to be between the People's Democratic Party and the APC. My name is Engineer Doherty, People's Democratic Party, Lagos State.